Hey everyone, actress and musician Briana Lane is in the studio, so stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Welcome, welcome. Hey everyone, I am your host. I'm Veronica Barriga. You are watching Mini Spotlight. Next to me is the talented and very funny Briana Lane.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I like that intro. I want to take that with me in everyday life.
Yes, I think you should. Yes, yes. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Perfect. So I know you got a lot going on. You stay super busy.
Yeah. Totally.
That's a great thing. Yeah, living the dream. Good.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about this film. You got a huge film coming out, One Nation Under God.
Yeah, One Nation Under God. It comes out this fall. It was really cool. It was a cool opportunity to be involved in sort of like an all-star cast. We had Casper, Dien, and Kevin Sorbo. It was sort of like a little echo of the 90s. And it was great. It was great working with them. It had a really powerful message. And my favorite part about it personally was playing a very strong female character that really resonated with me. So I'm excited for audiences to see it, and the message is really great. So
cool. What was your character all about?
My character was a journalist, a news journalist. Yes.
Hey,
Okay.
we like her.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll be a fan. She's a news journalist, and she's sort of like itching for this story, but she has this like added sort of obstacle of being in a man's world and having to fight against her coworkers to try to get the story and earn respect.
Sure.
Which is like so in the zeitgeist with feminism and in film and TV. And so again, happy to be a part of that movement. So that was really great. And she's kind of feisty. She has some jokes. She has some jokes.
Yeah.
And it was just really great. It was a nice B storyline for the film, and very excited.
Cool, very great. And also you, this is super exciting. You were recently in an episode of what I think is one of the best shows on TV right now. You were on Fox's 911.
Yes. It was, I mean, I love Ryan Murphy, and I had a recurring on the show The New Normal for NBC, which is one of his shows. And all of his shows are just so, there's always like a wink buried underneath it. Somehow there's like a bit of cheekiness to it. It's dramatic, but then there's always a twist, and you don't expect it. And it's very in your face and exciting. And this was such a thrillist type show, and it was so fun. And even my character was like the comedic relief in this like ridiculous situation. So it was really great. It was a great experience.
What was the scenario in that one?
Gosh,
for somebody
it's already aired, so
it. Yeah.
so you can watch it on
They'll go look it up.
or Fox. The Fox app, I'm sure, has it. So it was a bunch of pregnant women giving birth, essentially, like one by one. Because if you're pregnant and you're giving birth and you're around other pregnant women who are ready also to give birth, it kind of triggers something. Apparently, I did not know this. And the whole episode centers on this theme of a full moon. And so, like, what crazy things happen during a full moon?
Okay.
And that happened. That was one of the little side stories. And I played this, like, ridiculously, like, grounded yoga teacher that's, like, trying to find solace and, like, be calm in this, like, ridiculousness that's happening around her. So it was pretty funny, and my character would be into like crystals and probably like praise to the moon.
This is very LA, by the way.
Very Los Angeles. Yes.
All about the energy.
It's like I always ask people, I'm like, did you have crystals before or after you moved to LA? But it's great. Crystals are cool, guys. Also.
Yeah.
So it was such a great experience being working with Ryan Murphy's team again, and he just hires such talented writers and directors and producers.
He's brilliant.
And so it was really great. Yeah.
He's one of the best. And I also want to touch on, this is really exciting. I know you can't say much because it's in the beginning stages, but you just shot a pilot.
Yeah, just shot a pilot, which was so exciting for the CW. We have Greg Berlanti producing it, fingers crossed. So we find out in May if that goes, and that's, again, a very strong female character. I'm just like inviting this in. I'm like, more please. But more of like a Tracy Flick from Election type character.
Oh, cool. How fun.
Yeah, very type A, and not like me at all, but very, very type A, and determined and strong. So
I'm
excited.
It.
Yeah.
You know what I really love about your work, and you've done everything. For those who may not know, she's got a list. You've got a great resume. Tons of huge, primetime TV shows, tons of films. But what I really love about your work is I don't think anybody would ever be able to typecast you.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Thank you.
You do.
Yeah.
You're so funny, and you're also very dramatic, and then you do it all.
Oh, thank you. That's really cool. I mean, I feel actually more comfortable playing other people than I do myself. So that's probably why I like sort of like hiding behind this like other character with dance moves. So I think that's sort of maybe what that's about. I don't know, but thank you for saying that. That's very sweet.
Yeah, no, I love it. Because other actresses, but they play themselves, and there's nothing wrong with that. That is longevity sometimes in this town. But I really enjoyed yours. I'm like, oh my God, she's beating someone up. She's being sassy. She's a mother. I was like, it's very fun to watch.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
So you've done quite a bit. What's been one of the most memorable experiences for you as an actor?
Oh gosh, I have one that stands out in my mind. Well, one was like one of my first big jobs, and it was just exciting because it was like my first big job. But it was a Disney movie, Beverly Hills 90210. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I'm sure it's on your top 4. But it was a really great movie. It was a really great experience. They hired real comedians, Kyle Gass, Cedric Yarbrough, and me. And it was great because we got to work with dogs. So that was super exciting. And Disney just treated us really well, and it felt very special. We got I got a bottle of wine when I came into my hotel room. I had my own hotel room,
That's
at the
amazing.
Langham in Pasadena. I mean, it was such a great experience. But I would say the most artistically fulfilling job was the wedding band. I did an episode with Brian Austin Green, and I got to play the lead singer of his band for this episode, and then he falls in love with me, and then, and it's just so dramatic. But it was great because I got to sing and go into the studio and record the tracks beforehand, and it was melding my band world and my acting world in one, and that was just such a dream. And
and this is so cool for those who may not know. You are also a musician. You have a band, Winslow. Who's in the band? What kind of music do you guys play?
So I partnered up with Kate Miner, who's also an actress, but she was also in a band called Miner, and she still is actually. And this is her side project. She's putting that on hold for now. But Miner is a folk band, and she was starting to want to do her own thing and write her own songs. So she heard me sing, and then she was like, "Do you write?" And I was like, "Yes." And I used to do music. 7 years ago, I was in a band, and then I quit because I thought I could only do acting. The things we tell ourselves are so crazy.
Sure,
And so I was like, yes, let's do it. And so a year and a half ago, we started writing together. And in a year, we've recorded a full-length album and done all the things and just signed with the label. And so now we're getting ready to release our record in June.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Congratulations.
So, thank you so much.
You can do it all. You would be a musician and an actress.
Yes, do it all, you guys. Well, I have to say, I truly feel that this is the era of the slash, because I think everyone's making their own stuff. Everyone's creating their own stuff. It's a new era. And I think that it's the industry. The landscape of the industry has changed so much that we have to make our own stuff. We have to take matters into our own hands. And I think it's a really powerful time to be an actor and a performer.
Yeah,
so it's
I
exciting.
love that. And it only makes you better at the other thing that you're doing.
Yeah,
It's just a more of a worldly, experience.
Absolutely.
So before we go, I have to ask, you're kind of known for doing these great celebrity impressions.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah. Did you want to hear one? Okay, I could do, we'll start with a little Britney.
I think I did it again. I made you believe we're more than just friends.
I'm a little rusty on that one. Let's see, what else we got? I could do Cher.
No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me aside and I can't break through.
Again, a little rusty on that one. Let's see, Judy Garland. We'll do one more, Judy Garland.
Yes.
This one takes a little bit of vocal strength.
Where troubles melt like lemon drops, away above the chimney tops, that's where you'll find me.
Anyway, Aliens, thank you so much for coming, you guys. Thank you.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Before we go, where can they find you on social media and find your music and all that good stuff?
Briana Lane on Twitter, BrianaLane, and then Instagram, Briana.Lane, because Briana Lane's taken by someone in Austin, Texas. And then if you want to follow the band, we're at the band Winslow on all the social medias. So, yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Veronica Barriga. You can find me at Veronica B Online. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz.